Good afternoon. I must thank Dr. Sampath, who has given me the opportunity, and we must also thank Weighty Chancellor, who is spending his time in spite of having so many engagements in different parts of the country and different parts of the world. And my co-speakers, ladies and gentlemen. The topic about the law, rules and regulations relating to the international business community revolves on three important aspects. One is the rules of registration to come within the purview of legal sphere. The second important thing is manufacture, import, export of the commodities, and what are all the mandates have to be followed by the importer or exporter, and what are all the remedies available in case of breach of the contract. So these are all the basic necessity for a businessman who carries on business, wanted to import or export or carry on business within the domestic country. The types of sale of goods and services are local sale of service and sale of goods and services, import of goods and services, export of sale of goods and services, sale in the course of import of goods and services, sale in the course of export of goods and services. These are all the basic features regarding the transactions of sale of goods and services. So the sale of goods and services, the services have been included now. Previously, sale, the services term has been used as labor charges for which there cannot be any levy of tax. So therefore, only sale of goods were subjected to tax, and labor now designated as services are not taxable because the definition have been now changed. So everywhere they wanted to levy tax. So the service tax is for the service, sales tax is on the goods. So this has been commenced from our time immemorial. We call it as Pandam Matumurai, barter age, which has been replaced by the accounting system only in the 18th century. Thereafter, only the United Nations came into picture. Till such time, the international transactions of business were carried out by GATT, General Agreement of Tariff and Trade. It has some regulations relating to the contracting parties that has been replaced by WTO, World Trade Organization. The purpose of the World Trade Organization is to regulate the contracting parties and give security to the contracting parties and insurance, and in the case of litigations, it has to go to the international court to settle the disputes. The settling the disputes, now we brought under the international arbitration. So the arbitrations are the voluntary agreement between the parties who are all residing or carrying on business in different parts of the world. They can enter into a contract Based on the agreement, they can select the place of arbitration, they can select the arbitrators, the rules and regulations. So the very object of WTO is to give protection to the trading community. There are various disputes regarding the import and export, area of import of a domestic country, what are all the restrictions if the goods or services are sold in the course of import or in the course of export. So these four concepts of export is and import is a simple transfer of property in goods or service to a foreign buyer based on a contract for consideration will be called simple export. Similarly, if goods or services are brought from foreign country to India or to any other country, it is called a simple import. These are all exempted under the Indian Constitution regarding the import and export. By way of explanation, by way of interpretation of the articles, sale of goods or services in the course of export, that means while the goods are on movement, the goods have left a country, before reaching the other country, if the title to the goods or services are transferred, that is also exempted from tax. That is called sale in the course of export of goods. Same thing is in the course of import. In the course of import, if the goods are not reaching the concerned designated country, if the titles are transferred, then that will be exempted from tax. So the very object of giving exemption to import or export is only to get foreign exchange, disposal of goods from one country to another country where surplus goods are there, where there is a necessity of purchasing the goods. So the types of sale is goods are sold within the country, that is first category. Some of the goods are sold into other countries, but major sale is within the country where the production is there. This is the second category. The third category is manufactured in some other country, get back goods to the parent country. The reason behind this, the cost of production or manufacture will be lesser than the parent country. Then re-export of those goods and franchise, agents, branch, so like that consignment sales. So like that the transactions are effected for the benefit of the manufacturer or the seller in different ways to get benefits. If you say it's a branch transfer, there is no tax. The consignment sale, no tax. So like that, a person has been appointed in another country, procuring orders and getting the goods are transferred directly to the parties concerned, that is also exempted. So therefore, benefits are available under law for those who carry on business within the purview of the laws. Therefore, branch transfer exempted, consignment sales exempted, appointing a person in another country, procuring orders and transferring the properties or exporting or importing are all exempted. So these are all the area of practical purpose for the traders must understand. Regarding the dispute resolution is concerned, there are various conflicts. Though the international arbitration is controlled by the regulations given by UNCITRAL, but the point is they select a country of their choice for arbitration. Say for example, there is an agreement between a trader from India with Dubai. They have entered into an agreement. They select the place Singapore as their arbitration center. They select an authority or a person in Singapore. So both the parties are not in the same country. They are all different countries, but they fix the arbitration third country. Now the question is, which country will prefer the law of a particular country? They go to Singapore whether they have to follow the Singapore law or Indian law or Dubai. So these are all matters which are all giving concern to the concerned contracting parties, because this has been misused. I can say they are misusing the legal position according to their convenience. You see the arbitration fees, the expenses are more than what they are getting a profit. So in such a manner, the arbitration clause is compulsory in all the agreements, and in such circumstances, the remedy available, though easier, though time-bound manner, it is applicable, but the question of application of law will be in trouble. So in the country of our country, in India, if the arbitration is taken up, we follow the Civil Procedure Code. Though Evidence Act is not applicable, we follow the principle of natural justice. The application of law is different from country to country. The most liberalized law, the most conscious law is concerned, according to me, India is the best place, India is the best country to apply law judicially according to our conscience. In different places, there are different concepts. Say, for example, in India, we must have a mens rea for an offense. And the circumstances in which an act has been considered will be taken into Indian constitution and Indian law, but that is not the case in Singapore or in other countries. There is an act, they simply say what is a weapon you are having, therefore he must be punished. So the best way of people to come to India is for the purpose of carrying on business, because this is the only country where you get exemption from paying tax when you export, and particularly Tamil Nadu is giving lot of concessions, exemptions, special economic zones, and there are multifaceted benefits available to the persons who are all importing to the or carrying on business. We can take all car companies are in Tamil Nadu because they give productive, and the government also give tax concession for minimum 5 years. So in such circumstances, I would request all of you to come to Tamil Nadu and invest and take benefit of this. Thank you.